guys, it's Andrea here from the Pampered Chef. I'm hoping you can see me because actually it's a beautiful night here and the sun is shining, but it's sitting on the camcorder really. I'm in my kitchen working and the sun's beautiful, comes in on an evening. So hopefully you can see me. What I want to do for the next 10 minutes or so is talk to you about our amazing stoneware and what we do with it and how it works. Stoneware is very much exclusive to the Pampered Chef. Can't buy it anywhere else on the market. It's lead-free clay and it's made up of tiny microscopic pores, which means that when your food is cooking, it's going to remove excess moisture. So it's cooking, baking, steaming at the same time, which means it's going to keep all your joints of meat, all your chickens and all sorts of really succulent. You're not going to get dried edges, it's very hard to burn it. And we can also do chuck and bung, which means we can put raw meats, raw mince, raw chicken, raw whatever into a lot of chuck and bungs like curries and chilies and bolognese, that kind of stuff. And it's called cyclonic cooking. It cooks evenly, it cooks all around, and it's absolutely amazing. It comes with a 3-year guarantee, and you don't ever have to turn your food when it's on your stone. You put your meat on the stone, you put your butter mix on the stone, whatever you're doing, you leave it on the stone and you leave it to cook. No need to turn anything, and we call it in the trade as well, no need for more naked fish fingers or chicken nuggets anymore. We all love a bit of fish finger butter, and the kids love fish fingers, chicken nuggets as they do as a quick meal. You put them on the stones and there's no need to turn them because the batter or the breadcrumbs or whatever they're in will not fall off. So we call it no more naked fish fingers, so kids love it, it's easy. Cooks evenly, it cooks all round. As I say, leaves your meats and stuff very, very succulent, leaves cakes nice and moist. Absorbs that excess moisture, so you get very crispy roast potatoes. Really good for chickens and porks and lambs and all that kind of stuff, anything really. Does not transfer taste or smell. So that means you could cook a fish in your stoneware one day, you clean it, and you could bake a cake in it the next day, and I do that all the time. Hubby eats fish, personally I don't, but it's just because it's the micropores in it, and we call it cyclonic cooking. That means it moves, the air and the moisture moves all around. It's never going to trap taste or smell. Cooked breakfasts are amazing, absolutely brilliant. What you do with a cooked breakfast is you put your bacon, your sausage, your burgers, whatever you want to put on in the oven for 20-25 minutes. You put your oven at the right temperature and your stone goes in cold. All stones go in cold. And when about 5 minutes before all that's ready, you leave a well and you crack your eggs into it. And you could even put beans into it, put your beans on an oven proof dish and set it on your stone, and that way you've got a beautiful cooked breakfast. Meats and sausages and stuff are still succulent. It's cooked on the stone, you get virtually any washing up, it's cooked in its own juice, you've not got smoke alarms going off, you can go off and do whatever you want to do as well for half an hour, and it just changes how you cook in the kitchen. It stays hot for 30 minutes from oven to table. As I say, it doesn't transfer the smells. It's just a revolutionary way of cooking, and I would say, guys, try it. You've got a 30-day money back guarantee if you don't like it. You've also got a 1-year money back guarantee if you don't like it. If you're not getting on with it, you give me a ring, I come and work with you, I give you recipes and show you what to do. You don't like it, goes back to the company, no quibble guarantee. That's what we love about it. Amazing Yorkshire puddings, fluffy, large, humongous actually, and you'll see that because that's what I'm going to cook on the stone at the minute. It goes in the oven, the fridge and the freezer, and some stones can go in the microwave as well. It does not go in the oven, under the grill, sorry, it doesn't go in the grill, it doesn't go in the barbecue because it does not take direct heat. You could put your into thermal shock and you'll get a crack into it. Everybody really should have 2 stones in the house, because what you need to do is, once you get stones in your house, you'll never want to cook with anything else. I used to have all these baking trays and they would bang in the oven and they would warp after about 3-4 months or whatever, and you renewed them, you did it again, you renewed them. I've had my stones now, some for nearly 3 years since I started, and I don't cook with anything else. And I've got the Hurry converted. Honestly, try it, you'll absolutely love it. So I'm going to talk you slightly about what we've got. We have got here the Deep Cover Baker Creme de la Creme of Stoneware. This is a 2-pot basically. You've got here is your deep cover, as it says, and you can do your chuck and bungs in here, where you can do your raw chicken, your raw mince, your raw whatever you put in with all your sauces and your veg, and you got a curry, a spag bol or whatever. Put a joint of meat in here, a roast in or whatever, stick it in the oven, put some veggies around it because you can cook the veggies at the same time. Stick it in the oven for a few hours, how long you want to cook it for, slowly, like a slow cooker casserole. And then when you come the last hour or so, or 45 minutes before you want your dinner, take the lid off, parboil your roast potatoes, or parboil your potatoes, slightly spritz your oil, which I'll show you shortly, put them on the lid, and put your lid in the oven. So you've got 2 stones in one, or you could put more chicken or more meat or whatever on here. It's absolutely brilliant. The other thing we've got here is our medium round stone handles. Again, people think that's just a pizza stone. It's not. Pizzas, you'll never get soggy bottoms, but it's there for cakes and for meringues and the fish fingers, all that kind of stuff. Anything that doesn't have any natural juices that's going to flow out of it, because it's not got a side on it. So that's that one. This is, as you can tell, the stones that I use more often. This is the medium bar pan. Absolutely amazing. Medium bar pan in our house gets used a lot. It's only a hubby nights in the house, and the grandkids might come, or our kids might come for tea, whatever, and then we use the bigger stones. But a stone should only fit to your needs, so you get, you know, the benefit of the size and stuff, and what you're cooking in it. Medium bar pan, absolutely big. Put your frozen chips in it, your fish fingers, anything else, but really good for that cooked breakfast. Anything you want to put on, it's just brilliant. Your square baker, now remember that square baker came as a very whitish clay. And when I got this 3 years, and I got this in my starter kit, and I'll talk about starter kits and all that later on. And I've used this continually for it'll be coming up in 3 years, and it's in the oven 3, 4 and 5 times a week. I do my chuck and bung, chilies, curries, spag bogs, whatever in it. I do puddings, I do waffle berry puddings. There's all sorts in here. It's just absolutely brilliant. As you can see, it's dark and non-stick because I use it all the time. So that is a bit about our stoneware. So what we're going to do now is we're going to cook fat-free Yorkshire puddings, freshly fat-free Yorkshire puddings. Now, as you do when you're cooking Yorkshire puddings, you get your oven roasting hot, you put your tin in the oven, and you put oil in the wells till it's at least mid to 3/4 full, and you bring it out the oven and it's absolutely spitting at you, and you put it in. This is a really healthy way of cooking, and there's no need to put any oil on your stones apart from the first 6 uses, or cook a fatty chicken or a fatty sausage or something to eat. You get a bit of natural based oil fat in it. So in here, all you do is you give your wells, excuse me a bit to get my brush. Tripped over the dog. So what you do is you get your wells. Remember, you've got your oven on. You get it up. I start my oven off about 200, 220 because I want my oven really, really hot. But I'm not putting my stone in I'm not putting my stone in and heating it up. I'm leaving it outside, as you do everybody. And all you do is give it a spritz. You see that? You give it a spritz, round it around the well. And the only time I ever spritz my stones is when I'm doing Yorkshire puddings, and it's just because they'll always pop out any, but I just like that tiny wee bit in it. And then what I've done here is I've mixed up in this classic batter bowl with my double balloon whisk, which is a double balloon whisk you get air in it for eggs and all that kind of stuff, souffles, whipping cream. So all I'm going to do now is pour some of these into the wells, and I'm going to cook it in the oven for about 40 minutes or less. And when these come out, guys, oh my goodness me, you are going to be absolutely... When we do this at cooking shows in people's homes, people go, oh, wow. And the first time I saw it, I was like, wow, because they come out absolutely humongous. And what you can do on this as well as baking cupcakes, and you don't need any like cases for cupcakes, anything you do. And the double mashed potatoes can go in here, and the roast potatoes and stuff can go in here. You can actually put a bit of a breakfast in here, crack your scrambled eggs in here. But also what you can do with your Yorkshire puddings is get some little sausages. Grandkids love them. Get some little sausages, put them in the stone, whack the batter mix in. Remember the stone is cold. Whack the batter mix in, and then put them in the oven, and you've got toast in the hole. Just amazing what you can do with it. So that is our stoneware. I'm going to go now. I'm going to bung these in the oven. So there you go. If you can see, let me just see if I can move the camera down for that. You can see it's in the wells there. I'm just going to now whack this in the oven, and then I'm going to come back later and show you what they look like. So bye for now, guys.